For players like enterprise solutions developer SAP, businesses going digital is music to their ears. Scott Russell is President and MD of SAP Southeast Asia. He tells us what's on the digital agenda.
It's interesting, we talk about a digital economy, but actually we're talking about the economy. Businesses around the world, if they're truly wanting to compete in the future, they need to run digital. We talk a lot about digital being an enabler, but the way SAP and the way we look at it is it's about being a simplifier. How do you run your business more simply? How do you run it more effectively? And if I think about it from an ASEAN point of view, in the business that I look after, I see businesses that have got great industry strength in traditional industries, manufacturing, production, etc. But the opportunity is to then move into service orientation, delivering greater value for their customers through digital technology.
What do you see as the biggest trends within industries that are ripe for that kind of change?
So it's interesting, you look at the businesses in both public sector and private in Southeast Asia. I see a couple of trends. First of all, the willingness to transform is really high. So they know what to do, but the how is sometimes a little bit of a concern. So how do I transform? So the trends that I see, first of all, the transformation at the customer. I often laugh about this, and I've got not too much hair, but I laugh about the fact that at home, in the living room, the advancement in technology has leapfrogged business. But in the boardroom, where real decisions happen, we're still using older technology rather than the digital mobile transformation that we do in the home. Well, what we do in SAP is really driving the digital agenda in the boardroom. How do you simulate a business scenario fast, made on real-time information? And so what I see from businesses in Southeast Asia is they've got this inherent infrastructure, whether it be production facilities, they've got storefronts, but they want to be able to use that infrastructure as advantage in a digital way.
What kind of anomalies are S&P perhaps observing that you might be able to leverage on down the track?
Anomalies, it's probably hard to put my finger on anomalies. What I would say is there is clearly the challenge in this region in changing the workforce from being much more of a manufacturing traditional, as I talked about before, into a service-orientated knowledge economy that can really leapfrog and leverage the digital age going forward. That means our partnership with universities becomes so important. Even here in Malaysia, we've trained thousands of students on the SAP platforms, not only in terms of the application, but how to leverage digital technology in their careers. So it's also about creating a future workforce that is much more equipped to tackle and actually lead the way businesses run in the future than maybe what it was in the past. And I think that is a difference. The difference in the future is you need to adapt and really embrace this. Being slow to react is obviously going to impact personally, but also organizationally.
Now, in the near term, your clients are looking to optimize how they do their business, to reduce procurement costs, for example. What kind of efficiencies are you putting in place to ensure that the return on investment is optimized?
So we've got a few things that we put in place. First of all, we're really proud of our SAP Ariba platform. 2.1 million companies operating on a procurement network, a supplier buyer network, with over $750 billion of transit spend that happens on that network. So automatically, if you think you're a small business sitting here in Malaysia and you want to be able to get the opportunity to, in the cloud, get immediate access to a supplier network that allows you to do business easier, automated, digitally, without any manual processes or intervention. You can do that with SAP. But I think it goes broader. It goes broader because if you think about businesses going forward, I look at a lot of our customers or a lot of companies, and they start with their digital transformation at the customer end, accessing or procuring, purchasing services and goods over their mobile device. But is the end-to-end supply chain digitized? What we enable is, whether it be through the workforce management, through the customer engagement, through supplier transformation, or through Internet of Things with our HANA platform, that you've got an end-to-end automated and digitized platform, so when the customer is interacting, it's digital all the way through. And that's what differentiates the business of the past versus the future.
Now, in the enterprise software landscape, we are seeing smaller players emerge to nibble at the edges. Are you going to see more of that happen within Southeast Asia? Of course, in Silicon Valley, there are many of these types of upstarts, if you will. Do you think there'll be consolidation, though, further down the track if that should occur?
I think it's twofold. First of all, with the beauty of the digital the age and the digital, I guess the revolution in some respects as a part of the fourth industrial revolution is we're seeing constant advancements in technology enabling business, machine learning, artificial intelligence, robotics. That will continue to create new opportunity for these startups, for small and medium enterprise, to be able to really leapfrog maybe more traditional competition. For us, that's a good thing. We need to be constantly on our game to be a step ahead. And so it keeps us very active to ensure that we know what the latest trends are. And not only do we play in it, but we try to lead that. The other thing that I would say, Sophie, is that also it's an opportunity for us. We have got a very active ecosystem. Over thousands and thousands of companies work with SAP as a development partner. So using our HANA Cloud platform as a development platform, they can build and run their businesses, their digital businesses, using SAP technology to go help their customers.